63 right now. Kathy Helbig is our real estate guru. Things are heating up in the real estate world, so we like to check in with her on a weekly basis. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning. How are you?
Before we get to your topic, I was just talking to you off the air about your new app, which is fantastic. And does it work in other parts of the country as well?
Yes, we are expanding in different parts of the country. So anywhere that we have the MLS IDX feed, then it will work.
So at like places in Florida?
Correct.
So,
Florida, Boston, some in New York we're working on right now.
So if you're down in Florida and you want to check out how much a house is worth or whatever else, download the Kathy Helbig Group app.
Exactly.
And it'll give you all the information there.
Give you all the info.
All right, good. Now, our topic today is what?
How not to negotiate a home purchase.
Okay, how not to do that.
Yeah, how not to. Because when buying a house, how you negotiate can make a huge difference in the amount of money that you get off on that house.
Right. Okay, so what do we do?
So the first thing is not understanding the seller. You need to kind of find out where the seller is coming from, do some homework, what's their motivations, how much did they buy the house for, what did they put into it. Kind of put yourself in their shoes when you go to write an offer.
Right.
And then also learning the motivations mean you might be able to come up with some terms that are acceptable to them that maybe help you get a better price. For instance, closing dates, or maybe giving somebody possession after closing so they can get out, a couple days.
Right.
Type of thing.
In other words, it isn't be creative when you're thinking about ways to help the seller get out of the deal.
Exactly. Or, even limiting your contingencies or shortening your building inspection timeframes, things like that is going to make them feel more solid about your deal. Might get you a few $1,000s more off of your house because you're hitting their hot buttons.
Right. So their house isn't ready. We much rather stay in this house 2 months longer. Can you let us stay 2 months longer? We'll give you the extra $5,000 off the house.
Exactly. We see that happen all the time.
Interesting. Okay. Any other good helpful hints?
Yeah. The other one is don't show all your cards, So you don't want to go in and tell the sellers that you're getting a divorce or that you've got your house sold and you've got to be out in 3 weeks and you're pinched, that you've got to be in this school district or this is the only house I've ever wanted in this neighborhood. I mean, people say dumb things like that all the time.
Yes.
And then you're setting yourself up for bad negotiations.
That's a really good point.
It's this house or nothing. Exactly. And then okay, that's why you hire a real estate agent. We don't want the buyers and sellers talking because people say stuff all the time innocently that they think, what? I didn't say anything. And we're like cringing, like, why did you say that? You're killing.
Another thing I want to ask, etiquette-wise, you should not talk to the seller,
no,
right?
You should not.
Is there ever a case where you should?
We've had situations where if somebody's there to kind of be a witness to the conversation, that's okay. And then we can kind of stop if it's going in a direction they shouldn't be talking about. But usually at a walkthrough, sometimes the seller want to show them how the sprinkler system works or, show them the security system or the caveats of the house. So in that situation, it's okay. We're at the tail end. We're right there. But again, not alone.
I see. When I sold my house in the city, I was so meticulous about that. I wanted to meet the people who were going to live in my house. So I just wanted to say hi and make sure they were.
That's understandable. But again, have your agent there because he said, she said happens all the time.
Right.
And then we're not there to be able to defend you.
I've had people say, don't make too low of an offer. You'll offend the other seller and the whole deal's
Exactly. That was kind of
off.
my last point, too, is you come in super low. You don't do your homework on comps. You don't really have anything to base your offer on. And then a seller thinks you're not a serious buyer, and they'll just flat out reject you, and the negotiations are done.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why she's the expert.
Yes.
Exactly.
KathyHelbigGroup.com, 314-276-SOLD. We can download the app where?
Apple and Google Play, Kathy Helbig Group.
Yeah, it's a great app. Download it. One app, KathyHelbigGroup.com, co-owner of Keller Williams Realty West, 314-276-SOLD, KathyHelbigGroup.com, and on Facebook.
What the Helbig?
What the Helbig, and on Channel 5 KSDK. Kathy, have a good week. Thanks for popping in.
Thank you.
7:43.